Oh my gosh. It's January 24th, kids. I think we're going to start this now. It's the B Cup. Here we are. Good morning, kids. It is YouTube. January 24th. We are about to get this conversation started. We're going to talk about respect today and respect for my hat because it's not fitting me right. But who cares? You still should give it some respect. So, disclaimer, which I'm going to write soon, but I don't represent any community. I don't represent the LGBT community, and don't represent the trans community. So let's start the dialogue, kids. Anyway, I'm going to start Facebook too right now because we got to get going. So, I have a lot on my plate every day. Good morning, Facebook. Here we are. It is January 24th. Disclaimer, this is the B Cup, where we talk about everything that's our opinions, and we're allowed to have our own opinions. I do not represent any community. I speak my own truth and my own voice and what I think, whether or not you like it or not. We can have a discussion. Let's talk, kids. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of talk about because more and more I'm noticing and I'm getting more and more emails and letters from youngsters. Mostly I'm concerned with the youngsters that they are being bullied by other community members. And yesterday somebody made me a little bit upset, which is not an easy thing to do. Hey Keaton, good morning on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out with us. America's favorite trampa. That's a good one, my friend. We're gonna make that into a T-shirt. I write down a list of things I like when you guys say them that I want to make T-shirts out of. My next T-shirt is "Nobody knows I have a vagina." That's a good T-shirt, don't you think? So I think I want to make funny T-shirts that are also, politically incorrect. But America's favorite trampa is a good one. So good morning. Let me see, kids. Here we go. Azra, Dakota, Alex, Jennifer, Vincent. Good morning, my friends. So I really want to talk about some respectful stuff here and how we can start to learn what is respect. What is respect? Respect is letting someone do and be and how good morning, Jared. Nice to see you. Respect is this. You can't have an opinion about the way, well, I guess you can have an opinion, but you cannot tell somebody how to be. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. You have to, whether or not you like it or not, whether or not you like that there are gender nonconforming people, you cannot have a voice in that. You don't have to personally like it, but you cannot have a voice and disrespect somebody for their choice of transition. That's not respect. Respecting it is saying, okay, I don't necessarily think that I would do it that way, but if you want to do it that way, you go right ahead. That's respect. I don't understand how you automatically think that you can tell somebody that they're not trans, but you are. Who said that? And who said you're more trans than the next person? I mean, it's the most immature behavior, but the reason I talk about it every day is because I get letters, that's trampa talk, letters in my pocketbook watching my TV set. Trampa talk in my rocking chair. But you understand what I'm talking about. Good morning, Denise and Valley. And hola, buenos dias. And Mick. You're my grandson from the Philippines. I gotta get there. And Rob, good morning, my friend. And Anika, yes, it has been long. Where have you been? I'm sorry, Alex. Uh, Respect my name. Then Alex, come on, really. I know you're joking, but sometimes I just say Alex because it's what I see. I got a lot going on, but I didn't do that on purpose. So Dina says good morning, and Mondo, beautiful name, Mondo. That's awesome. And Corey says thank you, Buck. You're freaking wonderful in the world and a better place. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. We are. Remember, we are. We're all here together. So I can't do this without you, and I can't further us into the world without you. So that's why I tell you this is a team effort, and why I continually talk about respect, and why I continually talk about how do me and you go together. I can't do this alone, and I don't do it alone. I do it every day because we get together, we discuss things. It gives me the power to continue to use my voice that has been blessed enough to be big in the world. And that's how we as a group of people who have different opinions, different dialogue, continue to grow in the world because we respect each other's opinion. Good morning, Freebird. How are you, my friend? Sings respect, find out what it means to. Yeah, it's true. So, Mondo and Mike. Good morning, Mike. Nice to see you. Finally, you get on here live. So I'm here every single day at 8:40, give or take a couple minutes. So that's where I'm at. So you can catch. It's not going to happen next week when I leave for Asia because in China there's no Facebook. Did you know that? Anika says, just crazy busy with life stuff and using your awesome respect and love. Right on, my friend. Rob says, gotta say you inspired myself and my wife to be advocated for you. We advocated for you to young trans community. Right on. I appreciate that. Dennis, the Buck Angel community is nothing but love. It's not, this is our community. The B Cup is our community, right? That's the way I feel about it. I don't feel in any way, shape, or form. It's just me. I'm lucky enough to be able to put this live camera here. We can get together every morning. We can have a beautiful cup of coffee. We can talk about things that are not being talked about in this particular community. So somebody yesterday said something to me that was a little bit hurtful, and I want to talk to you about that. Corey says, you're absolutely right. Even though I don't know you personally, I'm fighting the fight with you. We don't, exactly. You know me, and I know you. And what I know about you is that you care because you're here, and you have empathy and compassion because you're here. And that's all I need to know about you. And that's the thing that connects me to you, is your desire to create a much more beautiful, loving, respectful dialogue, communication, environment for us. That's all I need to know about you. I don't need to know anything else. That says a lot to me about your character, about who you are, and about what you want to do. Good morning, Philip. It's nice to see you. Oh, you listened to my Shane and Friends. Yes, I was on that show, Shane and Friends. They're beautiful, awesome people. If you have a chance, listen to it. I think we did a cool job. So, does everyone have their coffee this morning? Oh, hi, Leah. Nice to see you, my friend. Good morning, Regilio. Nice to see you. And Alex J. Sorry about that, Alex J. I understand, Alex. I understand. I got it already. You don't have to keep going over and over again. I'm a good fast learner. One thing I am is a fast learner. So Anika says, oh, I don't plan to veer off course after this, but what's the status on producing some B cups for us to purchase to drink? Oh, they are. Go to my website. Go to either buckangel.com or go to Buck Angel Entertainment. I already made the cups. Maybe I should post them somewhere that's a little bit easy for you. But they're on my website, buckangel.com. Thank you. They look just like this, but they say a little thing on there. So go look and tell me what you think. And I appreciate you supporting me with the B Cup. Thank you so much. I made it as least expensive as possible so everyone can buy them. Denise says, Buck Angel community meaning what you have done for all people. It's our community headed by Trampon. Yes, exactly. It's our community. I'm just here to be able to round us up together because I'm in a position to do that, which is so fucking cool because we round each other up from all over the world. We have a worldwide B Cup audience, which means that we can reach all kinds of people, which is so great. Good morning, Gino. Nice to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining us. And Gerard. It's 4 a.m. in Australia, but you're here. That says a lot. Maybe I should put a nude picture on me on the coffee cup. That would be hilarious. Leah said, I have my Tims came to see me for added inspiration. Okay, you've taken mentor in my life. Right on. Good morning, Ellen. Nice to see you. Okay, Alex J. What's going on? I feel some weirdness happening there. So, I am a Cub Scout leader. So, let's get to this word respect. Good morning, Francisco. Okay, you need a buckshot today. Okay, today's the buckshot day. Respect. Respect means this. Do you want people to look at you and say, you're awesome, I love the way you dress, I might not agree with the way you dress, I might not agree with your idea of your identity, I might not agree with anything, but I respect it, which means that it's okay. You have to do that to other people within this community, because if you don't give respect, you will not get it. You will not get it. Now, if you're giving respect and other people are not giving you respect, those other people should not be in your life. And you have to remove those people, turn right or left, whichever way you want to go. They need to be removed. Because the reality of it is this: those are not people who will respect you, who will help you grow as a person, who even give a shit about you. They don't. If you have friends in your life who are disrespecting you, now I don't mean dialogue, I don't mean opinion, I don't mean like you're not allowed to agree on political things. What I mean is that they make you feel bad about yourself by saying things like, well, you're really not trans, my friend, because you're not taking hormones. Or you're really not trans because you're not doing this. That is not a friend, and that is not a friend who respects you. You are allowed to have a dialogue with your friend, but when they continually tell you things that make you feel bad about yourself, that is not respect. So I highly recommend that you remove people, whoever those people are, out of your life, and surround yourself around people who respect your choices in your life. They don't have to agree with it, but they have to respect it. I hope that you understand what I'm saying here, because it's a very big part of growing and becoming the person that you want to be, which also is attached to confidence. Gerard says, I've been out for about 25 years and I've learned that one thing: if there's no such thing as normal, so it's important to respect it. There isn't. Normal doesn't exist. Normal in the world is a man and a woman, and they're getting married. A biological cisgender men and women get married, have a baby, form a relationship, and have babies and houses. That's considered normal, when we know that isn't normal. Because it isn't. There's a lot of shit that goes on in that situation. A lot of people aren't happy, but no one talks about it because it's normal. So that's not normal. There is no such thing. The only such thing that there is what you know about you and who you are. That's normal, if you want to use that word normal. So Leah says, what it really is saying is you're not valid. Yes, because you're not exactly like me, which is weird, because I don't want you to be like me. That's like a weird thing to even think about. Who wants to have a bunch of trampols running around? I don't. That would be totally weird. Cole says, I just dropped a friend who told me that I was a trans trender because I don't feel the need. Whoa, somebody called you a trans trender, Cole? I'm disgusted. I have to write that down. That's a new slur. That's a slur. Wow, that's a slur. That is a slur. If I've ever... You think tranny is a slur? Jesus Christ. Tranny is far from a slur. That is a slur. Trans trender is a fucking slur. I'm so upset right now. I am so upset that they would even drop that bomb like that. And now that's a new... You're not, because you point them to my direction. Cole, I'm pissed. You point those fuckers to my direction, and I'll show them what it means to be trans. I've been fucking a trans person forever with a vagina, and I don't have bottom surgery. So shame on... That's shaming. That's disrespect. That is completely putting your own fucking agenda on what it means to be trans. Who are these people? That's upsetting to me. I am very sorry, Cole. Anika says, you don't need to be negative in your life, dragging you down. You don't need that. It's unbelievable. Jamie says, already taken most of these negative, life-sucking people from my life. I will no doubt come across some. Of course, forever in your life, you will run into assholes. You will run into people who don't like you. You will run into people who hate you. You will run into people who are so self-loathing. You will run into people who are just cock-blocking you at every turn. So what? Keep turning. I have to maneuver my life every day. That's why I go to the gym, because now I'm so flexible. I can wham, you're not in my way, motherfucker. Watch out. Doesn't matter. Nobody can take me out. You can't. So Mike says, oh, please, my grandfather liked normal relations so much he had 3 of them. Amber says, trans trender is a disgusting slur. I am mortified. Yes, I use the word mortified. I love that word. We need to talk about this. That is a slur created in our own community. Listen to me right now. That is a slur created in our own fucking community. Cisgender people didn't create that. Transgender people created that in order to take other trans people out because you don't like yourself and you think your transition is more important than the next person. And now you're a doctor and now you're a therapist and now you're defining what trans means. Wow. Holy fucking crap. Stick me in that group, Cole. Stick me in that group. I will rip those fuckers apart. Yes, sir, and I've been on hormones for... You don't need to explain to me, my friend Cole. I don't care if you've been on hormones for 1 second or for nothing. I don't even care if you're not even on hormones. It doesn't matter what you're taking, who you are, what kind of surgery you have. If you say you're trans, you're fucking trans. And nobody can take that away from you. Everybody's journey in the transgender, LBGT, queer community is their own journey. There is no right or wrong way to journey. What is wrong with everybody? This is exactly on topic. Exactly on topic. So, Freebird says, when has been trans ever been trendy? Now it's become this thing that if you don't follow the rules, you're trendy. It's sad that Keaton says that with our own current climate, when it comes to government, we have to shit-ton negativity lingering around, and they are desperately trying to make it normal again. Our own community is doing that, Keaton. They're not doing that to us. We are doing it to ourselves. Gino says the word normal should be erased. Yeah. We, the transgender community, are the ones taking us down. They're the ones creating words like trans-trender. The mainstream world didn't do that. The non-trans world. Denise says, we got to respect everyone's opinion. Rob, just checked out the cup. Got to have it now. Thank you. Okay, I got to make some beanies too. So Jennifer said, what is trans-trender? Like meaning, sorry, no offense. No, it's not an offense, Jennifer. You're asking a question. Trans-trender was said to Cole, one of our members here, that he is a trans-trender because he doesn't want to have bottom surgery. So basically what they're saying is you're not really trans. You're not really a transgender person because you're not getting surgery. What the fuck? I didn't get fucking bottom surgery and I live an amazing life as a man and everyone knows I'm a man and guess what? I'm legally a man. I had my birth certificate changed. Do you know that? My birth certificate says a male. So I actually am a man with a vagina. So fuck all you kids out there who are trans-trendering and think you know more. I know more than you. I'm older than you. I've been doing it longer than you. And I know exactly what the fuck's going on here. You're trying to control other trans kids. We didn't do that when I was fucking a young trans person. We helped each other. We fucking moved forward. We found a way so that we could all take hormones. I've given my hormones to other trans men who can't afford hormones because that's giving back to the guys who can't afford to get it. So what are you talking about when you call trans-trender? You're just all in it for yourself because your ego is so big and you think you're better than everybody else. That's not community and that's not real trans. Real trans people help each other. Real trans people care about each other. Real trans people will turn around, put their hand out, and pull you up alongside. When you start calling other people a trendy, that they're transitioning because it's trendy, you, my friend, better stop and look in the mirror and figure out why you're doing it. Because maybe you're the trans-trender. Disgusting behavior, kids. Don't get all mad so early in the morning. Regelia says, a lot of people call normal stuff what the... Yeah, we don't even know what the word normal is. Tori says, oh my God, Cole, you are a handsome young man. Okay. Alex J says, my own cousin told me that I'm just seeking attention. We hear that one a lot too, my friend. Tori says, a trans-trender refers to a person who identifies as transgender because they think it's cool to do. What, Tori? But how can you identify that? I want to know how you can identify a trans-trender. How can you identify that? How do you know whether or not I'm just doing this for now, but I might change my mind? Does that make me a trans-trender, even though I've been doing it over 20 years? So Mike says bottom surgery is tricky, particularly. It is hugely tricky. It's more than tricky. It's dangerous. There's a lot of stuff that still isn't being talked about in bottom surgery. I don't have bottom surgery for a reason, because it's not 100% guaranteed. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything until it's 100% guaranteed to my body. Okay, I did do my surgery 22 years ago when it wasn't guaranteed. But now, why would I do a penis surgery that isn't guaranteed? I commend all of you trans guys out there who choose to have bottom surgery. You go for it. But for me and myself, I won't do something that is not guaranteed. I won't do something that can actually put me in a bad situation. I won't do something now anymore to be a guinea pig. I am not going to be a guinea pig anymore. And definitely not going to be a guinea pig for a penis. So there you go. That's why I choose not to do it. You go right ahead and do it. And I hope you come out and speak about it. But not me. That doesn't make me any less trans, my friend. Most of you saying that are a lot younger than me. And most of you saying that have benefited from my voice in the world talking about my vagina. And most of you are now disrespecting me when you say that you're not trans if you don't have bottom surgery. That's disrespect towards my transition and who I have become and what I talk about. I would never talk about bottom surgery like that. And I have in 2007 spoke one time about a picture I posted that I said, why is the penis surgery looking like this still? I only put the penis. I didn't put the person's face. Nobody knew who it was. Oh, I got ripped apart by everybody. You know what? Fuck you. That was in 2007. I am not anti-bottom surgery. What I am is anti-bullshit behavior and anti the fact that that bottom surgery has not been perfected and kids are still going out there and having bad surgeries. That's a fact. You cannot argue with me. I can bring up a kid right now who had the worst surgery and now is in a colostomy bag. He's 19 years old. I can show you the whole fucking thing. I'm friends with him. So don't tell me that I'm not trans because I have a vagina. Better than having a colostomy bag, my friends. So why aren't we talking about that? Why aren't we talking about the dangers of bottom surgery? Why aren't we talking about why haven't we moved forward? Why aren't we talking about, yes, get it. I commend you. I want you to get it. If that's the thing that's going to make you feel better. But aren't you a little concerned about the procedure, what it does, how it's going to function, what's your long term? Aren't you a little bit concerned with that? If you're not, you don't care about yourself. You don't care about yourself. Rachel, like the concept of crab people. If you put one crab in a bucket, it will get out. Put two in it, they will never get out because they will put the other down as soon as it sees getting out. Don't be a crab person. Definitely. That's a good analogy. Azra says, like I said in a group, it never get to go on hormones. I still will be trans. Hormones don't make you trans. This makes you trans. Okay? This makes you trans. Honestly. You don't need the opinion of anybody. Benny Biggie says, I'm not trans, but I love all trans brothers and sisters, and I love them. Thank you. That's all. That's all. That's all we need. Anika says, gotta go soon. It was so great seeing you again. I'll try to catch up. Oh, yeah, please come back, my friend. We love you a lot. Thanks for coming on board and having this conversation. Jennifer says, trans men bottom surgery is done in a few different stages from what I heard. It is. It is. It's amazing how they have to go through many surgeries, and trans men bottom surgery is just because when you make a hole, it's much easier than making a pole. It's a real thing. It's a whole other surgery when you're going and getting a penis. They have to do so many different things. But there are different ones where you can actually cut from the top of the clitoris to elongate the clitoris. There's some cool, you can put testicles in. There's all kinds of great, cool things you can do now with your genitals. Personally, my own opinion, nope, it's not for me. I so much am attached to my vagina that I can't even imagine getting rid of it. It's just not going to happen. It never feels feminine to me, ever. I am so blessed on so many levels that I have no problems with my genitals. It does not define me. It does not make me feel any less than. None of it. None of it. I'm just completely, totally free of even thinking about having a vagina. I have a million dildos. I create cool sex toys for us to feel sexual in our bodies. I mean, to go through a whole surgery like that is intense. If you're 19, it might be a little bit easier. But as a 55-year-old grandpa, I ain't going to do it. So that, to me, is disrespectful. And you will never get respect back from me when you start calling other trans people trans trenders. Or you call other people worse, not trans, because they're not getting bottom surgery. You are attacking me when you do that. Do you expect me to attack you back that you're getting the penis? I'm not going to do that. I think it's awesome if you want to do that and if you have the opportunity to do that, and it might change your life. But here's the question I will ask you again. Where are all the trans men with penis surgery? Can anybody answer that? I see a lot of men with vaginas speaking out now, but I want to see where are the men with the bottom surgeries. Why are they hiding out? Why do they feel very secret about it? Why are they not talking like I do about their surgery and how it changed their life and how they feel so respectful with themselves and how they feel so happy? I don't see that. Do you see it? Gino says, I didn't know, man, that's a bad word. Being trans isn't a trend, it's a journey. Freebird said, I mean, if I magically grew a penis overnight, that would be great, and I would jack off so hard, but I don't know for sure if the bottom surgery will work, so I'm not sure about getting it. Just keep watching. Eventually, it's going to change. Eventually, it's going to change, and eventually, we're going to have amazing bottom surgery. Probably not before I'll probably be dead. So, Tori says, can't wait until that's where all of the trans community is, where none of them feel the need to mutilate or commit suicide because they don't fit into a box. Jennifer, and you know why that happens? Let's talk about that, Tori. Tori says, can't wait until that's where all of our trans community is, where none of them feel the need to mutilate or commit suicide because they don't fit into society's box. That's because they're not loving themselves. You'll never fit into society's box. There's no such thing. Nobody does. It's a false thing. There's no such thing as fitting into society's box. And why would you want to fit in a box? Isn't that the whole point of us transitioning and moving forward? We don't want to fit in a box. So why are our trans youth and why are trans people so desired to be in this idea that to fit into a society? That's not transitioning. Transitioning is transitioning for you. How do you feel? What makes you comfortable? This is the problem that happens for everyone. Trans aside, gay aside, everyone. Everyone is what? Everyone has some kind of feeling about not feeling self-confident. A lot of people have no self-confidence. I don't have self-confidence 24/7. Sometimes I walk into an environment I'm not sure I'm going to speak to a bunch of billionaires, and I feel a little bit nervous. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if my self-confidence is as high as it usually is. I'm like, I'm speaking to billionaires. Like, that's a little bit scary for me sometimes because I'm not sure if I'm able to meet the expectation that a billionaire might have. But I do it every time. I walk through the fear, and after I walk through the fear, I have lots of billionaire friends, and I get asked to speak again because I walk through the fear. But what my point is telling you is we all have self-doubt. We all have that. It's a normal part of being a human. That doesn't mean that you will never ever fit perfectly, ever. Only if you find the place in your own space to fit perfectly. You understand what I'm saying? Out there that doesn't even count. Don't even think about out there. You should be thinking about in here. How do I align my own body and my own soul and my own focus to go out there? That is what I do every day. I don't worry about what other people think about me. I don't give a shit because it's not going to do anything for me. Amber says, I respect everyone's journey, no matter what I send them. Love, respect. I judge no one. Judging is a horrible thing to do. Grayson says, I'm in a group on Facebook with trans men that have had bottom surgery, and they talk nothing but good things about their bottom surgery, and they answer questions for trans guys like me. That's awesome, Grayson, but that's within its own sort of space with a closed door. Why are these trans men who are very happy about their bottom surgery not speaking at a larger level? I'm really actually asking that as a real respectful question because I would love to see somebody who had bottom surgery, that it was totally great, that it worked out awesome for them, that they feel so empowered by their bodies that they have to talk about it in a more public environment. Why? Why are they not? Why are they only huddling around each other and talking about it? That has me a little bit concerned because they're saying they love it and they're saying, I love my vagina. I scream it to the world. I tell people I don't care what you... I would do the same if my penis surgery was awesome. So I'm a little bit concerned as why are they still hiding out? Charlie says, please let's talk about it. I'm thinking of having GRS. Might not be the holy grail I once thought. I've known one trans woman who thought her new vagina was going to be her rebirth. I think she was putting it a bit too much on surgery and no one else. Yes. Mike says, money doesn't scare me as long as you know good manners. You're going to go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just me being intimidated by very high-powered people because I do. I get intimidated around that. I remember I didn't graduate school. I'm not an academic. I'm not at that level. Leah says those I've seen would rather not be seen as trans after bottom surgery. But I'm wondering about this. And that's cool. They just want to go back into being passing, and I respect that. But what I think about this is there's not one trans man out there that I see. If you can point me that direction, I will go to him and start to talk about how I would love to get his voice bigger, talking about his bottom surgery, why he did it, why it's important to him, how amazing he feels with it. It's been the best thing he's ever did. That's what I think I'd like to see. That's what I would like to see. Alex J says, YouTube is huge audience. Just go search bottom surgery and you'll see what you seek. Okay, I'll do that. I'll totally do that because I don't see it in a bigger platform and I'm constantly looking for it. So also if you can send me to that group of bottom surgery, I would love to ask those guys to talk to about it in a larger format. So maybe I'm just missing it and I don't see it, but it's exactly why I don't talk about bottom surgery. It's not my space. I don't have bottom surgery. I know nothing about bottom surgery. I'm just concerned whether or not why we're not talking about it at a bigger level. That's all. So that's the day. I hope you guys go out to the day. I'm going to let YouTube go right now, and then we're going to move on to the day. So I love you guys. I don't know why my streaming health on YouTube is always so weird. Internet. So Gino says, when you make your next B-Cup meeting, can we talk about it and shed some light? Of course, we can always talk about it. We don't even need to do whatever I put as the title. We can always talk about bottom surgery. So kids on YouTube, have a beautiful day. Remember what I always say, you have to give in order to take. You cannot just take. Remember that. Today is Wednesday. Go out, be a good person, create love, create happiness, and it all comes from you. Remember that. If you're having a bad day, switch your energy. Take a moment, meditate, get out of the funk, and move on because it's your day, and however you choose to make that day, remember, it's all about you. I love you guys, and don't forget,